Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I wanted to talk to you about something today that I'm very passionate about, and I'll explain a bit about why I'm passionate about it and how I came to be passionate about this topic. As you might recognize from the title, this video is about 10 tips to help you begin a zero waste journey. Now, I first heard the term zero waste and heard about the zero waste lifestyle probably about 9 months ago, maybe a little bit more than that, and immediately I became super intrigued by the topic. I was looking to people like Bea Johnson from the Zero Waste Home and Lauren Singer from Trashes for Tosses, and I became so amazed and intrigued by what these people were doing, producing little to no trash in a year. And I thought that is something that we can all do right now to help the environment. So I began transitioning towards a zero waste lifestyle. And I'm still in what I would call a transition period. I'm not zero waste yet. I'm going to refer to myself as moving towards zero waste. But I wanted to share with you some of the things that I've incorporated into my life to reduce the amount of waste I produce, and some of the things that you could do to help begin your own zero waste journey. I've always been incredibly passionate about the environment. At high school, I was always involved in the environmental groups. It's just always something that's interested me. I've always had that drive to be more environmentally friendly and live a more sustainable life. And a zero waste lifestyle is obviously something that really aligns with those values of mine, and so when I started to hear about it, I thought this just fits, this works, this is what I need to do. And it may sound hard to some people trying to live a zero waste lifestyle, but I've come to find that it's actually quite easy to implement. It's not as hard as it sounds. It really isn't, especially if you just take it step by step and implement these kind of small changes into your life that then have a huge impact on the environment. So without further ado, here are my top 10 tips to begin a zero waste lifestyle. Firstly, and you've probably heard this one before, water bottles. Get rid of the disposable plastic water bottles and get reusable ones. I have two. This has been my long-standing one, and this is made of glass with a silicone cover. This is plastic, this top part, but I've been using this for quite a while, since my last glass water bottle broke. But this one is quite heavy because it is made of glass, so literally only on Friday I bought this one, which is stainless steel. And yeah, I carry a water bottle with me at all times, and yeah, it's something I've been doing for years actually. I just don't even think about it anymore. So this is something I've been doing for a very long time, and it's something so easy that anyone can do. My next tip, of course, is bring your own coffee cup. A lot of people may not realize it, but disposable coffee cups are often not recyclable because they are not just paper, they have a plastic lining. So a lot of places don't recycle them because they don't have the facilities to do so. So the easiest option to counteract this is to bring your own. I have heaps of coffee cups. This one I keep at home for when I'm going out. This one is always in my handbag, and I also have another one that's always on my office desk at work. It's pretty simple. Now, I'm sure you've all heard the Tim Minchin song, Bring Your Canvas Bags. And that is exactly what I'm saying to you. Bring your canvas bags to the supermarket. I have been doing this for a very long time. It's just second nature to me now. I always have one in my handbag, and I have a heap of them, like so many, probably too many, in my car. So they're always there whenever I may need them. In addition to actual canvas shopping bags, I realised, even though I'd been using my canvas bags for years while shopping, when I got to the produce section, there was still those little green bags for your fruit and vegetables, and sometimes you can avoid them, but some things, like small things, green beans, mushrooms, things like that, you kind of had no option but to put them in one of those little plastic bags or one of the paper bags that are meant for just mushrooms. But I found a solution to that about 9 months ago, and I bought these. They are little mesh bags for produce with a little drawstring, and you just put your fruit and veggie in those, and simple. So no more plastic bags at all for me. Number 4, ditch the plastic straws. I'm sure a lot of you have seen those horrific videos and photos online of sea turtles with plastic straws being pulled out of their nostrils or stuck somewhere inside them, and it's really just horrific. Plastic straws are so not necessary, like really not necessary. And yet thousands of them every day, millions of them, go into landfill and end up in the ocean where they harm our marine life. Ditch them. Ditch them now. There are so many different options if you do want a straw. There are glass straws, bamboo straws, or, like me, stainless steel straws. This is the best thing ever. They come with a little cleaner, so you know, they're not all spongy inside. I have a smoothie like every day and I always use this. So do it. Number 5, I refer to this one as my lunch kit. It's basically so I'm always prepared if I end up getting takeaway food when I'm out and about. So this is my lunch kit that's always in my bag. I have a spork and a container and a napkin and my coffee cup, as I said before. So I'm always able to avoid, if I go to a cafe and want to get a coffee, but I also want to get a piece of slice or something, I literally just chuck it in here, and that saves any takeaway containers and plastic cutlery and paper napkins from being used up. So it works great for me and I love it. This spork, actually, it is plastic, yes, but I bought it years ago for travel, so I already had it. So I thought I might as well use it, but you can also purchase bamboo cutlery sets that are meant for hanging around in your handbag and waiting for use. You can buy them online, but I thought since I already had this, I might as well use it, right? The next tip is to try and avoid food packaging wherever you can. If you look around your local supermarket, you will see aisles and aisles of packaging, plastic packaging that is completely unnecessary. Not only do we not need all these processed foods, but they don't need to be packaged like that. I've even seen in my grocery store fruit and vegetables packaged in plastic when they don't need to be. So my tip is to avoid food packaging by shopping from a fruit and veggie store specifically. If you have a local farmers market nearby you, go there. That's really supporting your local farmers. And you'll be able to avoid heaps of packaging there. And then for things like rice, muesli, loose leaf tea, nuts, seeds, I head to my local bulk food store, and you take your reusable bags and you take glass jars and you just fill things up and you avoid packaging altogether. It's awesome. Now that I've started shopping like that, I won't go back. It's just easy. It may seem really hard at first, but give it a couple of tries and you'll totally get used to the idea of bulk food shopping and measuring the base weight of your jar and then being able to measure how much of the food you put in there and calculating the price. It's really simple once you get used to it, and the shopkeepers will always be happy to help you. I mean, they're running this store because they want people to avoid food packaging, so they're going to be willing to help you. Just give it a chance. My next tip is to avoid fast fashion. You may have heard the term fast fashion before. It's where new clothing styles are repeatedly coming out and they're making their way from catwalk to the shops so quickly, and everyone's getting so excited about these new trends, they're running out and buying everything, and then 2 weeks later there's something new. That clothing that they just bought, they aren't going to wear it anymore and they're going to go and buy more. It seems in this day and age people really aren't appreciating the clothing that they already have in their wardrobes, and they're just refilling their wardrobes, overfilling their wardrobes with things they don't need, things they don't wear, things they don't really love. I've never been a huge fashionista. I am not stylish at all, but so this wasn't a huge problem for me. I have always done some of my clothing shopping at op shops, but I had a huge love for Kmart, let's just say that. But about 9 months ago when I started this zero waste journey, I decided that's it, I'm not buying any more new clothing, only buying from op shops, which is second-hand shops if you're not from Australia and know what that term means, second-hand or thrift store, apart from underwear and sports gear. And so that's what I've done. Over the last 9 months, I have only bought one new item, and that was a sports bra. And from second-hand stores, I think I've bought a sweater, 2 dresses, and I think 2 tops that I cut up and customized for dance showcases. I think that's it. I think those 5 things, plus the one new thing, I think that's all I've bought clothing-wise in the last 9 months. Some of you out there are going to freak out about that. I honestly don't care. It hasn't bothered me at all. And I'm finding that I'm appreciating what's already in my closet so much more, and I've actually gotten rid of so much clothing that I just didn't love. I'm going to do a whole video about KonMariing my clothing, I think. I've been cleaning out, but I'm going to do a huge KonMari cleanup and create a capsule wardrobe, I think. So I'll probably do that in the future. Maybe. We'll see. The next thing that I highly recommend is learn how to recycle and compost properly. For so long I didn't even realise, but there were some things I was doing with my recycling bin that was wrong. I was just chucking soft plastics in there. You're not meant to do that. Here in my council area, you're meant to put all soft plastics into one plastic bag and tie it up. Who knew? I know now. But learn how to recycle properly and learn how to compost properly if you're using a council bin, or if you're having your own compost pile at home or a worm farm. Learn how to do it. That means all of your resources that can be recycled will be recycled, and all of your food waste will go into compost, so you're therefore not producing any waste from those items. The next tip I have is to reevaluate your beauty products. Is that item in recyclable packaging? Is it an environmentally friendly product? Do you really need that product in the first place? Could you make that product yourself? Think about all these things. Look at all the beauty products on your shelf in your bathroom and think, what is the purpose of all of these? Can I make them more environmentally friendly in some way? I choose products that come in recyclable packaging, or I make my own beauty products. I'm actually going to do a whole video on this soon and go through all my beauty and personal care products and probably my makeup as well, and show you what I have and how I've kind of begun to zero waste and minimalize it, and maybe give you some tips there as well. So I will go into this further one day. If you want that video, comment below. Let me know if you want to see that. But yeah, just have a look and really think about what you've got there and how it could be infecting the environment. Microbeads. Microbeads. If you find any products with microbeads in your bathroom, do not purchase those again. Just find something different. Oh God. And Google microbeads and what they do to marine life. Just And my 10th tip, guys, is to reevaluate anything that you have in your home that you use that could be replaced with a reusable product. So switching disposable products for reusable. For example, things like straws, like I mentioned before, coffee cups, water bottles, napkins instead of plasticky sponges, washcloths for the kitchen instead of tissues, handkerchiefs. I think our grandparents had it right with those. Guys, there are so many different things you can do to reduce your impact on this earth. And moving towards a zero waste lifestyle, or even if that's not your end goal, just trying to reduce your waste at least a little bit, it all helps. All these small little changes help. So yeah, those are my 10 tips. Thanks for listening, and let me know if you've incorporated things like this into your own life. Also, give me a thumbs up if you want to see more videos about this topic, especially the beauty products and the makeup that I mentioned earlier, and my wardrobe. Let me know if you want to see those. If you want to see more travel and lifestyle videos, click subscribe, and hope you guys have a great day. Bye!